gully. Okay. Okay. She looks ridiculous. You look ridiculous. Alright, what else? What's going on? I'm trying to find some stuff to queue up before I get some practice pad working. Bob Marley's son. Huh. That's enough. Here we go. Bad Brad.
We're starting a 4-week chair workout.
Commercials. I hate them. There we go. I keep thinking I'm gonna hit the table or this desk. Raheem, my brother, Raheem, what is happening?
One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3,
Loud.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ah,
2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1,
that's
Two,
this keeps
three.
loosening up.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Ah,
3,
ah,
4. 1, 2,
ah.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
Mm.
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What do you mean? What do you mean she died because of love?
3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
She died
1,
because
2, 3,
somebody rejected her.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
You know what's crazy? That whole New Orleans
1,
thing.
2, 3, 4.
My wife is from New Orleans,
3, 4.
and
2, 3, 4. 1,
you know,
3, 4.
I've been to New Orleans so many times,
3, 4.
so many times, you know, even before I met my
3,
wife.
4,
But it's just
1,
crazy,
2,
you
3,
know.
4, 1, 2,
You know,
3,
fortunately,
4, 1,
none of her
2,
family got
3,
hurt, anything
4,
like that. So,
1, 2,
but it's
3,
just, it's
4,
crazy, man.
1,
Why
2,
New Orleans?
3, 4, 1,
You know,
2,
people ain't doing nothing
3,
over there but
4,
partying.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Challenge myself.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
This seems boring,
3,
but
1,
you
2,
want your time,
3,
you want like accurate time, you got to do stuff like this.
3, 4,
Learn how to play the spaces between the notes.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Ah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
no. Her parents
3,
refused. She found
4,
the boy,
1,
and her
2,
parents refused. Wow, no way.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2,
There's no way I would off myself
1, 2, 3,
unless there was
1,
a choice between, okay,
3,
either you off yourself or we're gonna get rid of you and we're gonna off
3, 4,
your wife
One.
and all 4 of your kids. Okay, I jump off a bridge.
4,
Hey,
1,
but
2,
for a chick
3,
she not even my wife. She not. Nah, man. Nah. No. I love me too
3,
much.
4,
And well,
2, 3,
my philosophy used to be, why would I off you? Why would I off myself when I can off
3,
somebody else? Like, I don't know.
4,
No.
1,
No. 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 That's
3,
no.
4,
No.
1, 2, 3,
And I'm not condoning.
1,
I'm not condoning that.
3,
But I've never.
1,
No. Like no. And I suffer from depression. So
1,
you know, I understand suicidal thoughts,
1,
but I've never
2,
met a woman that
3,
I would
4,
off myself
1,
for. The only person
2,
is my wife.
3,
And again,
4,
that's if
1,
it's either you
2,
or your wife and 4
3,
kids.
4,
It's me. No
1,
problem. You know.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
Mm.
4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
Mm.
2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Those are cool. Pyramids.
3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3,
Thank you.
4,
The chicken.
2, 3,
Paradiddles. 3, That's hard.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
Yeah.
2, 3,
Thank you. You love my setup. Thank you.
2,
Wait a minute. I want to make sure I didn't catch anything. Okay. Blah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You know, maybe.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1,
Yeah, I play guitar and bass.
3,
4,
4, 1, 2,
She lost her life, and then yeah.
4,
That's why I'm like,
2, 3,
like
4, 1,
I'll say blue aside. Blue aside is never the answer.
4,
It's never the answer. It's never. And I've been there. Like I said, I suffer from depression and anxiety,
3,
and
4, 1,
it's a non-emotional decision.
4,
It seems like wow,
2,
this makes sense.
4,
What snapped me out of it was a vision
2,
of
3,
my wife holding
4,
our
1,
youngest at the time
2,
when she was like maybe
4,
5 months old, 4 or 5 months old,
2,
kneeling down, telling the other 3 kids,
2,
"Daddy's not coming home."
3,
And I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute, what am I doing?"
1,
So
2,
yeah.
3,
So I understand it.
1,
But in hindsight,
Three.
it's kind of like you realize, like, wait a minute.
One.
And I was in a really dark place.
Three.
But I realized in hindsight, it's never
Two.
never the answer. You know, it's not, I'm gonna do this.
Three.
It seems like a logical answer.
One.
You know,
Two.
it's very unemotional.
Four.
Um, it's like an aha moment almost. It's like an aha moment.
One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three.
Oh well,
Four.
you know.
One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four.
I am.
One. Two. Three. Four.
Yeah, it kind of seems like that,
Two.
like Romeo and Juliet.
Three. Four.
Except I know people who've done that. I know,
Three. Four.
like it's happened when I grew up.
One.
You know, a girl offed herself because this dude was like, beat it. I don't want anything to do with
One.
you. So
Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. One.
said,
Two.
hope you're doing. Yeah, I'm doing all right, man.
One. Three. Four.
I'm just happy and grateful, man.
Two.
That, you know,
Three. Four.
I don't.
One.
You know,
Two.
there's always issues
Three.
in my life.
Four.
Like in terms of, I got 4 kids, man.
Two.
You know, one's going to college.
Three.
You know,
Four.
one's in college.
One. Two. Three.
And just with life,
Four.
married with 4 kids,
One.
just
Two.
always something happening.
Four.
But I wouldn't have it any other way, man. I love it.
Two.
I love my life.
Three.
You know, it ain't
Four.
perfect. It's
One.
far from perfect.
Two.
We broke. We're
Three.
po. We're not even poor. We're
One.
po. P-O. We
Two.
can't afford the other R. We're
Three.
just po.
Four.
But my life is good, man.
Two.
You know,
Three.
I got a woman who loves me.
One.
My kids love me.
Two.
I love my kids. I love my
Three.
wife.
Four.
You know, I can't
Two.
complain.
Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two. Three. Four. One. Two.
Oh no.
Three. Four.
Smaller heads.
Three. Four.
They make for
One.
greater accuracy.
Two.
Um,
Three. Four.
you know,
One.
before I had
Two. Three.
I don't know where it is. It's around here somewhere. Oh, here's one.
Two. Three.
You know,
Four.
I would use. I got
Two.
a bunch of red ones.
Three.
Four. I had like 5 of the
Two.
red Vader ones.
Three. Four. One.
I have 5 of the red Vader ones, but different guys I know, like their kids would start off playing drums, and I'd be like, "Yo, man," you know, they'd be like, "Yo, you know, what should my kid do?" And I would give them a pair of sticks and a practice pad, and just be like, "This is what you got to do." But you can see I put like a black dot in the middle to help my accuracy. You know, if you have if you're playing on an Alesis, and you know it's got the little tiny ones like this one, use it to your advantage, man. Use it as a way to get your accuracy going, because I'll tell you what, man, when you have like a big surface, you know what I mean, it's a lot of guys, because they're used to playing on like really big toms or, you know, whatever on the snare, you give them something smaller and they're like all over the place. They have no accuracy. So, and really the best way to get a great tone out of the drum is to hit it dead center. You hit it on the edge, it's gonna have some weird overtone, unless that's what you want, you know. But it'll, just think of it as it's something to increase your accuracy, you know. And don't worry about speed, man. Speed comes from repetition. You know, just keep doing whatever you're doing over and over and over, and eventually you'll just get fast at it. Like I say it all the time. It's like making your bed. You know, at first it takes you 10 minutes, and then you keep doing it 7 minutes, and you keep doing it 5 minutes, keep doing it. After a while, it's like 2 minutes and 30 seconds where you just wake up, ugh, put your sheets on, put your pillow up, tuck your sheets, and you out of there. So it's like anything else, man. The more you do it, the better you get at it, the quicker you get at it. So. And yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yo, you know where I got this from? I got this for Jedi. What's going on? I got this from. I was coming out of Walmart, and there was a guy selling T-shirts. It was him and another guy, and they were selling T-shirts for like some rehab or something like that. And I was just kind of like, you know what? They're selling them for like $15 a piece. I got this one, and I got another one. It says iron sharpens iron, so one man sharpens another. And I was like, why not, man? You know, I was talking to him. I was like, yo, man, what's going on? What y'all doing? He was like, yeah, man, so-and-so was such and such and such. I think I had like a Zildjian shirt on. He was like, you play drums? I was like, yeah. He was like, man, yeah, you know, I used to play guitar, blah, 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 blah. We were kind of like a cover band and this and that. And, you know, blasey, blasey, blah. You know, and he was from like, I don't know, Wisconsin or something like this. Somewhere, Minnesota, somewhere like that. Somewhere cold. I know that. And he was like, yeah, man, yo, blah, 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 blah. I was like, well, what are you guys doing? He was like, well, we're in a rehab now, but we're selling shirts. And I was like, what kind of shit? Well, he had some other ones that had different slogans on them. And I was like, well, what else you got? And he showed me this one. And I thought it was a Coca-Cola shirt. I was like, that's a dope shirt. And I was like, oh, it's Jesus Christ. And then he had the iron sharpens iron one. So I just went and bought 2 shirts from him. You know, and they're quality shirts. I bought these years ago. And usually, you know, cheap shirts, they don't last very long. I bought these so long ago, and they're still good. The color's still there. Like, the screen printing isn't like chipped or anything like that. It hasn't shrunk. You know, it's a great, you know, they were really quality shirts. So I was like, okay, cool. They're on a hiatus now. Really? 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 But what kind of music? Any kind, really. Yeah, they sell them on Amazon. Well, I got them for cheaper. I got them for like 15 a piece. But yeah. I play everything, man. Rock, jazz, funk, whatever. I usually live stream our jam sessions. It's just that because it's the Christmas season, everybody's on hiatus. And the guy whose house that we hold the jam session at, this dude is rich, like filthy, rotten, stinking rich. And he's probably in another country, like chilling, you know, like, yeah, you know, I'm in, you know, such and such. I'm in such and such city. You know, his wife is from Vietnam, So he might even be in Vietnam, chilling with his wife and his daughter just for the holidays, seeing the family or whatever. Um, but yeah, when we when we jam, I always live stream them. So you know. Oh, well, outside, or I'll live stream that, or I'll live stream Sunday rehearsals. Um, our live stream every Sunday, like our church rehearsals. The crazy thing about it is you get copyright struck, you know. So let me see. They copyright strike you. Oops, somebody else's song. So you ain't getting no money from it. You can post it up, but it's not. Well, you'll get money, but what they do is they take a portion of it and they give it to whoever the original artist or publishing company is. And speaking of which, I actually have 3 albums, 2 EPs, and like 5 singles out. And I can't play my own stuff. I can't cover my own stuff. Like I can't do drum covers of it's all like EDM music and stuff like that. But I can't do drum covers of it. Number one, it's like I gotta do some kind of thing, some kind of like I own the sync license and then you gotta pay a bunch of money that I'm not willing to pay. So I'd rather just write some new stuff. I'm in a process of writing new stuff anyway. But yeah, it's like I've used my own music as intro music to one of my videos and they copyright struck it. And I'm like, it's my song. Like, why are you like I wrote that's me. That's my name on the public. It's published under my name. Like, why are you copyright striking it? And they're like, well, you got to go through all this red tape, and you got to pay a bunch of money for like this like you own the sync. Like, it's convoluted, man. It's just ridiculous. Like for instance, one time, I was on TikTok and I put a longer video up, and I put same thing. I put one of my songs on there, and I was playing it live, and they said this song is muted because of whatever. Like they muted the music. Like I was playing, but they muted all the music. So it was just like I was just moving around, and you couldn't hear anything. So it's crazy. Yeah, you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm in the process of, like I said, creating all new music. But yeah, but it's crazy, man. It is insane. Like they're doing too much with this copyright stuff. And for me, I'll be honest, if somebody uses my music on their videos, I don't care. It's free publicity. I do not care. I'm going to tell you what it is. There's a combination of the things. It's a combination of things. Older artists were a-holes about using their music. Like, I love Prince, but Prince. I love the Eagles, but the Eagles, Don Henley, all them jokers. They like Zeppelin, and I love Zeppelin. Like, these older bands, were making a stink about, like music being played on YouTube and what have you, to the point where they had, I don't know if you probably do, Rick Beato, he had to go to court for it. They had him speak in court in front of Congress for it. Of course he lost, because, and he always gets copyright struck. He always, it's insane, So now, because of that set a precedent, and because that precedent was set, they don't care who you are. They gotta just make it like, just sweep it across the board. All y'all get penalized. So it's insane, man. It's insane. You either, I could see if somebody, if I see somebody playing my music, I don't care. Like I don't, And some artists get it. Like even some new artists, they don't really, they're like stank about that. Like Drake, you'll never find people doing drum covers of Drake songs. You'll never find people like at first they had I don't know how to talk to you. I don't know. He had a song with Rihanna. That was a great song to dance to. Drake went on there, he went on YouTube and was like, take them all down. They're using my song. Take them all down. Then people were doing covers. Take them all down. They're doing my music. Take them all down. And it was just crazy. So it's not just older artists, but even some newer artists. They're just stank about you using their music, and it's crazy, Yeah, yeah. You know, I know Don Henley, like all, like dude, they was stank about it, bro. They was stank about it, you know. Like I remember, it was a guy, he was a drummer. His handle was That's My Peanuts, and he was like, "Yo, you should check out my," he did a cover of one of Prince's songs, and I looked it up, and I looked on his. He didn't even know. I looked on his channel, and it was gone, and it was like, whoa, alrighty. And this was back when you could actually DM each other on YouTube. This is like, I started this YouTube channel in '07, and that was at a time when you could actually DM people. Like they had a thing where you could actually, you could do private messages, to different people. So I remember DMing him, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, like I can't find it on your channel." And then he's like, "Oh yeah, I got copyright struck." He's like, Prince had him take it down. So like, Prince was like the first one that was really stank about that stuff. And everybody else kind of followed suit. So yeah, it's messed up, man. That's hard. Yep. Yeah. But I get what Metallica was doing, because Napster was stealing music. So I get that. Don't steal my music, because this was before streaming, where you could actually, you downloaded music, you downloaded MP3s. Don't steal my music and then like, no, don't like. Well, iTunes isn't actually, iTunes does exist. People say it doesn't exist. It actually does exist. Um, but if my album is selling for $9.99, on, you know, on iTunes, pay your $9.99, you get your 13 to 15 songs, and we good. But it's either that or this computer goes in and starts pulling different pieces, bits and pieces of your song to make one complete song, and it does that for the entire album, and you're not paying for it. It was file sharing. That's all it was, you know. And it takes different songs, and it pieces them together, you know. So you get an album, and now these, you know, dudes can download your stuff for free. At least with iTunes, you could get paid, because in order for you to play it, you got to download it, and you got to pay for it. Whereas with streaming, they're not paying for your music. It's just on a platform. And like, for instance, Spotify is free. There's a paid version, but most people use the free version. The problem with that is there's no transaction. You know, there's no, you want my music, you pay me. There's none of that. They can literally just go on it and just listen to your music for free, as much as they want. You know what I mean? And, you know, what it also does, it devalues the product. That's why streaming is kind of like crashing now. And you're hearing a lot about AI and bots, and AI is creating these artists, and they're basically pulling a Napster and doing the same thing. Peer-to-peer file sharing, except they're pulling that stuff. They're scouring the internet and putting your album together. And it devalues the music. You know, now they built a model, the streaming DSPs have built a model on devalued product. And humans are creatures of habit. If they're in the habit of not paying, what's the incentive to pay now? Music is just cheap, you know? So, and you got to mix that, you got to couple that with just, music is seen as a hustle now. It's not seen as a way to express yourself. It's seen as a hustle. Now, you know, and even with the advent of AI, I'm not worried about AI. What's going to happen is there's going to be a split. There's going to be AI music, which is basically going to be relegated to elevator music. Stuff you hear in the doctor's office, you know, or you're going shopping, supermarket. Whereas music made by humans, there's going to be another side. There's going to be that side. And if people want to hear actual music made by actual people, which is most people, like, who, like, this, and I'm dating myself, but who would buy a CD of elevator music? Nobody. It's elevator music. But you go out and you'll buy a Leonard Skinner album, or you'll buy a Pearl Jam album, or you'll buy a Nirvana album, or you'll buy a Zeppelin album, but you know what I mean? Or you'll buy GNR, or you know what I mean? Because part of it is you're hearing the person play the music, and then you're going to go and buy the tickets and see them live. So, and even with the live music industry, Live Nation has bought everything up. I'm not worried about that either. Because what musicians are going to do is they're going to resort to being street musicians. That's it. And you got a lot of that in Metro Atlanta, street musicians. You know what I mean? Dudes they play out there in the streets, you know, for hustling money or whatever. You're just going to see a lot more people, you know, just as street musicians, you know. But there's going to be a split, man. AI is just going to be relegated to, you know, there's always like, oh, it's going to be the end of the world. No, it ain't. Humans will always find a way. Humans always, they found a way for millennia, for as long as we've been on this planet. Like, Humans have found a way to express themselves, and no machine is going to replace that. That's just a fact. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, no, it won't. It won't. It'll never, it'll never, it'll never, like, deaden or dull your creativity. It just won't. It won't. Um, and like AI is not the threat that people think it is. It's not. And this is coming from someone who's got 3 albums, yeah, I've got music out, you know. And even I'll say this with DSPs, if you sell a physical copy to go gold, you sell 100,000, you're gold. In streaming services, you got to stream 500,000, and that equals to gold. I've streamed 560 streams, which is pretty good. I got about $3,000. Now had I taken that, build a website, sold each song for 99 cents a piece, and sold 1/5 of what I streamed, I'd be in a different tax bracket. You know what I mean? So, which is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna build a website, and I'm gonna sell my music 99 cents per song. The only difference is I know how I was growing up. I learned songs by playing to the records. So you're not only gonna get the song, but you're gonna get all the individual stems to the song. So if you're a drummer, you could do a drum cover of it. If you want to do it on YouTube, I don't care. It does not matter. I don't care. I'm not gonna be like, that's my song. I don't care. It's free publicity. If you're a guitarist, you know, you want to do a cover of it, you can take out the guitar track and just, you know, put yourself in there. If you want to do bass, same thing. You want to do piano, same thing. You know what I mean? So, because I know how I always wanted to, like, it's hard to kind of play a drum cover and try to make it your own when you got this drummer in your head, and you know what I mean? It's kind of hard. So I want to do for the next generation what wasn't available for me. You know what I mean? So you want to see my skills? I'm all right. I'm decent. Yeah. So if I sucked, would you hang around? I'm just wondering, if I sucked, would you hang around? That enough? Hmm? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Ah, Soldier Boy. What? What? A good beginner kit. Um, a good beginner kit. Hey, bro. No, no, whatever your name is. No, I don't. I can't see. I'm looking at a screen right here. So, yeah. Simmer down, my brother. Um, for a beginner kit for a kid, anything cheap, man. Don't buy it new. Buy it used. Definitely buy it used. Um, yeah, I'd go on Facebook Marketplace and look for a decent, if he's a beginner, like he ain't gonna be going on tour, so he doesn't need this massive, high quality kit. Just get him a basic 4 piece, like bass drum, snare, rack tom, floor tom. You can buy them like I don't know if they still sell first act drum kits. It depends on how big he is. First act they actually make little kitty kits, and then they have like the junior kits, and then they have the full size kits. But first act usually makes really good drum sets. But even in that, man, I just buy a used drum set. You can buy them for like about 400 or 500 bucks. With cymbals and everything. Go to a yard sale. Go to Facebook Marketplace. Even go to old school Craigslist. Like, I wouldn't really invest. I wouldn't invest tons of money in it until, because, like, for instance, as a kid, like, I wanted to be a comedian. You know what I mean? Like, if my mom would have bought me, you know, a nice microphone with a nice amp, karaoke machine, whatever, it would have been a waste of time. Well, might not have been. I don't know. But my point is, kids want to do what they, you know, they want to do stuff. They want to try stuff out. So it's not worth just jumping out the window and buying this, like spending a ridiculous amount of money. Just get something basic for them. You know, no particular brand, just something really cheap. Like I said, a cheap used kit, Facebook Marketplace or something like that. If your kid really wants it, they'll go after it. Cause that's what I did. Like I started off with spackle buckets and spackle buckets and Tupperware bowls and boxes, and I really wanted it. So I would, you know, I had a lot of friends, so I never forget my friend Tommy Morris. He played drums, and he had a cheap CB700 kit. And he was like, "Yo, man, I play drums, bro. You want my kit?" I was like, "I don't care." He's like, "Yeah, I'm not doing anything. It's just I live in an apartment, so hey." I was like, "All right." So he gave me his drum kit. Um, so he gave me his drum set, and that was like my first drum set. It was a black CB700. I still don't know what happened to that kit. Um, and then like I would literally, you know, people would be throwing drum sets away, and I would just like pick it up and clean, you know, bring it home, clean it off, and add it to my kit. So my first kit was like a hodgepodge of everything. Um, but yeah, man, you know, my first kit was from a friend of mine who just got tired of playing drums. As a matter of fact, um, I walked away from music, just music in general. I had some stuff going on. I was just questioning life and everything, and my direction. And should I play drums, or you know, should I continue to do music or whatever? And then a friend of mine was like, he's a preacher, and the church I go to, they have a band called Deeper Shade of Soul. They got CDs out and everything, and you know, I was doing security. I was helping to do security because they had a live performance at the Roxy. It was live and it's being recorded and everything. Um, and the guy who saw he was the preacher. He goes, "Yo, Mark, how come you're not?" It's DSS, Deeper Shade of Soul. I'm not. How come you're not involved with DSS? I was like, well, no offense, I don't like gospel music. It's that simple. I don't like it. The message is cool, but it all sounds the same to me. It's rah rah rah. I ain't got time for it. Now I love gospel music, but back then I was coming from punk and metal, and then later on jazz. So I wasn't. Gospel was not in my repertoire. It was not in my window. Um, so what happens is that some time goes by. Well, he goes, "You know what? It doesn't matter whether you play gospel or not." He said, "Play music." He said, "God gave you a gift. You need to use it. You don't have to play gospel music. Nobody said, it's not in the Bible that you gotta play gospel. Like, play music." I was like, And it was kind of interesting hearing that from a preacher. You'd think, well, brother, you need to get your heart right because the Lord is called. No. He was just like, bro, just play music. You know, Jesus didn't hang out in church. He hung out with people. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow. And then he goes, "You need to prepare for marriage." And then he walked away, and I got introduced to the woman who would become my wife. But fast forward, people kept trying to get me back into music. Um, and one of the guys, he was the minister of music. He was the band director, but he was a drummer. Um, and he said, "Yo, man, a friend of mine, he bought this drum set for this kid, and the kid don't want to play it. So you want it?" I was like, "How much is it?" He says, $200. I said, "What is it?" He said, "It's a Pearl Export. They got the cymbals and the hardware and everything." I was like, $200? Bet. You know, so I say that to say, there's some kid out there, his parents done bought him a drum set and he don't want it. Go on, scoop that joint up. Go on, scoop it up. You know? Ghana? Okay. The market, there's a store there. Okay. Oh, no problem. Vox guitars rock. Yeah, no problem. You know. But well yeah, so go look for some used stuff, man. You know. And for me, like to kind of continue it, I wanted it. You know, I wanted it bad. So I was cutting grass, scrimping and saving, and you know, doing all kinds of stuff to kind of hustle up enough money to buy a decent drum set. And I bought a Ludwig. I can't remember. It was used. It was one of the Ludwigs that had. It was heavy. It had like metal shells, but them is wood on the inside, but they were metal. That thing was a tank, but it sounded incredible. That was one of the best. I'm still to this day chasing after that drum sound. They sounded incredible. I don't know if it was because I was used to listening to garbage or what, but I have yet to hear that drum tone, that drum sound, and it was a Ludwig. I had a Ludwig drum set, and I had a Superphonic or something like that snare, and I also had a Slingerland snare, and I got a Slingerland snare because I always loved Neil Peart's tone. He played a Tama Rockstar with a Tama with a Slingerland snare. Woof, 10 P's. Oh, 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 bro. I used to with women. I had like open relationships. You know. Let me close this door because my kid's up there. With women, I had open relationships. You know, I was kind of like, if any one of us catches feelings, we gotta break it off. And that was usually, I worded it like that because in the back of my mind, I'm like, I'm not catching feelings. I'm just knocking you down. Like, whatever. That was back in my heathen past. But I always separated women from music. And the reason why is because there's always a situation where it's like, you spend more time with your music than you do with me. Yeah, because I was doing this before I met you. And when you walk away and leave, guess what? I'm still be doing this. So get used to it. So I never, my music over here, women over there. And never the two shall meet, you know. Because I know dudes who, like, you know, chicks would break their guitars and like pour water on their synthesizers. Crazy stuff, man. Just crazy stuff. Like, put your cymbals out in the street and just run them over with their car. Like, crazy stuff, man. I was like, I'm not falling for that one, man. I'm not falling into that trap, bro. So I kept the two separate, you know. Yes. Yes. You know, so I always kept it separate, man. Because you never know, man. Like, I'm with my wife. I'm with my wife because she wanted to marry a musician. Because my wife danced. Her mom was a dance instructor, so she started dancing at like 3 years old. You know, her mother danced in is it I don't know if it's still open. It's probably still is. The Kelly School. It's a dance school in New Orleans East. Um, and like I have pictures of my wife and her mom. Well, my wife when she was like 3 or 4, and her mom's like, and my wife is like, you know, so she understands the artistic drive. Um, and she wanted somebody with that same artistic drive. So, you know, she wanted somebody. I wanted somebody who's a dancer, and she wanted somebody who was a musician. So we fit together. I wanted somebody from New Orleans. She wanted somebody from New Jersey, New York, or like Philly. I'm from New Jersey. Um, I wanted somebody who's college educated. She wanted somebody who's street smart. She has her master's degree. I was in the streets. You know, I wanted somebody brown skin, pretty hands, pretty feet, nice smile, dimples. You know, she wanted somebody with the bald head, Michael Jordan look. I guess I got the bald head, so whatever. So we're pretty much, you know, she understands this. She understands this, you know, so she gets it. Whew, that's hard. Mm. Yo, you know what's crazy? I'm from Jersey, and the thing about New Jersey is a lot of mob. That's the reason why The Sopranos was filmed in Jersey. It's a lot of mob. I used to work at what's a racetrack called Monmouth Park. I didn't realize this till later. If the way the mob would fix races, it was they would take little tiny sponges and stick them in the horse's nose, so as the horse runs, it can't get enough oxygen, and it would slow the horse down. Um, and they would do that like if they wanted like horse A to win, they would do it to horse B, C, D, and E and F and all the way down. And horse A had an advantage because it could breathe easier. And then when the race was over, they would have the handlers, the groomers, pull the sponges out. Crazy. Crazy. So yeah. I didn't realize it was, I thought it was like, oh, they don't want the horses to catch a cold or something like that. I didn't realize till later, like, oh, they were cheating. Oh, yeah, it was crazy. I grew up with a lot of mob kids, so it was pretty interesting. My boy, Mickey Scalzo, he got me that job. Mick. I like this. Rob Markman? I didn't even know Rob Markman was white. I didn't know Rob Markman was white. I thought he was black. I thought he was just a light-skinned black dude. Oh well. Come on, bro. Why would you be racist like that? Come on, bro. Yeah, man. So what, Rob is white? What's the big deal? Like, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. No, that's true. No. Rob Markman grew up in hip hop. So you, no, man. No. Yeah, Flacco, he does too much. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'm hungry. I need some food.